Welcome back to Feed My Sheep. Mark chapter 1, verse 16. Now as he walked by the Sea of Galilee, he saw Simon and Andrew his brother casting a net into the sea, for they were fishers. And Jesus said unto them, Come ye after me, and I will make you to become fishers of men. And straightway they forsook their nets and followed him. And when he had gone a little further thence, he saw James the son of Zebedee and John his brother, who also were in the ship mending their nets. And straightway he called them, and they left their father Zebedee in the ship with the hired servants, and went after him in Capernaum. And they went into Capernaum, and straightway on the Sabbath day he entered into the synagogue and taught. And they were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one that had authority, and not as the scribes. And there was in the synagogue a man with an unclean spirit, and he cried out, saying, Let us alone. What have we to do with thee, thou Jesus of Nazareth? Art thou come to destroy us? I know thee who thou art, the Holy One of God. And Jesus rebuked him, saying, Hold thy peace, and come out of him. And when the unclean spirit had torn him and cried with a loud voice, he came out of him. And they were all amazed, insomuch that they questioned among themselves, saying, What thing is this? What new doctrine is this? For with authority commandeth he even the unclean spirits, and they do obey him. And immediately his fame spread abroad throughout all of the region round about Galilee. Praise God. I just want to point out something specific in this text, that unclean spirit in verse 24 saying, Let us alone. What have we to do with thee, thou Jesus of Nazareth? Art thou come to destroy us? I know thee who thou art, the Holy One of God. They knew who he was. Shame on you if you don't know. They knew who he was, and they knew the laws that God had made. They knew that man and the word had to be separate. God had to be separate. He couldn't just come in and attack them. They knew that. They had the authority and the right from the man, whoever allowed that spirit to come in them, that demonic spirit in them. They had the right to be there. They knew that. So what they were saying was valid. But they didn't understand Jesus in the flesh. The word was made flesh. They didn't understand that. That didn't compute in their brains. They couldn't understand, how is this possible? We know he's not allowed to do that. See, they were telling on him. But Jesus stood strong, and he stood on the word. You're always going to win. Don't ever think that the devil is going to ever corner Jesus. And if you're standing behind him, you have no problems. You'll never be cornered. You'll never lose. Okay? Feed my sheep.